Hey y'all, it's your girl Gemini Jazz with House of Chiron, and we are back with another episode of Galactic Gossip. Welcome in and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you will not miss a beat. You will not miss anything that I upload, any promotion, any news or broadcast that I put out. You will have all access and you will receive the notifications for that. All right, so if you are returning to my channel, welcome back again. I hope that the month of August treated you well, and with all the crazy transits and the intense vibes that, we are all here in sane mind and body, and we are looking forward to what September is going to bring us. All right, so before we dive into this month's energy, just get these announcements out the way really quickly. The Celestial City is still open for membership. So if you are looking for a community where you connect on astrology and spiritual growth, also you want to receive Reiki, and you want to kind of get some readings in for the month ahead, then the Celestial City is your place to be. We do all of that and then some on a monthly basis for $33 per month. Okay, also there are discounts to all of the services and products that House of Chiron offers when you are a member of the Celestial City. So speaking of our products, we have the Chiron candles that are stocked. So go ahead and get your orders in for that as well. And yeah, I will be releasing the readings for the remainder of the year. So the yearly readings that were once, I think they start off at like $20 for the whole year. I can't remember how much I was charging for them, but now I had marked them like to half off, and so now they are going to just be released for the last 4 months, 4 or 5 months of the year. So look for that to upload to the YouTube channel and whatnot. All right. And I think that is all that I have at this time as far as the announcements. So let's just dive right on into the energy for the month of September. So Galactic Gossip is now moved to a monthly forecast where I give all 12 signs a general reading based on whole sign is the system that I'll be using, and it's just traditional, traditional and Western astrology. So that is the system, that is how I go about reading, and it's going to be based on whole sign. All right, so September is coming in and it's bringing harvest season with it. And, we become aware that summer is almost over. The autumn equinox is almost here, and it's going to bring with it a sense of calm, especially because the temperatures get cooler, and not only the temperatures outside of us, right, in the environment, but also we get to cool down a little bit on the inside, right? So we can see everything that has culminated from planting seeds from the spring and moving into the summer, and now here we are in the fall, or knocking on fall's door more so. We can kind of see what has culminated up to this point, right? And so this is the indication that it's time to reap our harvest. So we are still in the thick of Virgo season, and at the especially at the beginning of September, but Virgo is less in its summer vibe and more so reserved in its fall expression of its Virgo energy, right? So Venus also is going to be moving into the sign of Virgo. So this is the practical side of love that ushers its head forward and, kind of help us to be more practical in the way we approach things. So Venus in Virgo, they like to do, especially if you have this placement in your chart, you like to do practical expressions of love. Like, let me, take care of this. Let me do the dishes for you. Let me go get your car maintenance. That's kind of how the Venus in Virgo expresses its love. All right. And so although we have Venus moving into Virgo, this is happening just before Pisces full moon happens towards the end of the month or whatever, or middle of the month. So we have a few, things that are coming up this month of September, but ultimately it's not going to be that bad because, Mercury is stationed in retrograde. So we might have to review and revise some things, but this Mercury retrograde is not going to be as intense as the others have been. And typically with Mercury retrogrades, we are so used to you know, knowing that like it's going to be some hiccups, or you might receive like some X's to come back from who knows where and when. And that still might be the case, but it's not going to be in that way. So you might reconnect with people that actually can help you align to, you know, where it is that you're going. So it might actually be in a beneficial way that you revisit some things from the past, right? So things could come back around, opportunities that we have missed could come back around, so that way we can take advantage of those moving forward, right? And also there's no harm in double checking your work either. So just embrace this Mercury retrograde season. Excuse me. So Libra season is coming up also. So the sun will shift into Libra this month, and it's going to be in search of harmony and balance, especially as, you know, this is also the time that marks the autumn equinox. So this is when, you know, the sun moves from one side of the equator to the next, and we will be celebrating equal parts of day and night. Okay. And so we're going to be guided to find that balance, just like how we have equal parts of day and night. We need to have equal parts in all aspects of our lives. And so we're going to be guided to review where there is any discord or any impartiality, I guess you can say, and also making sure that we're able to bring in balance in a practical way. Okay. All right. So before we dive into, you know, the whole entire month, I just want to kind of give you all a hello, because I haven't really reintroduced myself to all of my new you know, followers. So I am Jasmeen Wilson, Gemini Jazz, owner of House of Chiron. So thank you all for being here, and I hope that this reading and all the readings that I provide are going to be beneficial to you all. I love to share what I learn, because I am going to always be a forever student, not only of astrology, but of all things. Okay. So now, moving forward, September, let's talk about the chakra focus. Okay, so this month we are going to be focusing on our heart and our crown chakras, and that is going to be conducive to the Pisces full moon, and also with that Virgo, Venus and Virgo energy. Excuse me. So the new moon is also in Libra, so that's also that Venus energy as well. And so that's, you know, tapping into that heart chakra. The crown chakra is coming from that Pisces energy, the Pisces full moon. And so being able to have a strong intuition, being able to see things clearly, being able to stay open to receive the many blessings that are coming towards us at this time, especially with Mercury in Libra opposing Jupiter, that's retrograde in Aries. So there is going to be a reintroduction of opportunities that have been missed. But we have to stay open to receive things in a way that we are not expecting for them to come, because keep in mind that Uranus is still retrograde and is going through Taurus still. Okay. Now, speaking of the chakras, so like I was saying, we have that new moon and we have the full moon. So this is going to help us find the harmony within by keeping that center chakra, right? The fourth chakra is the heart chakra, and that's the center chakra, right? So there are 3 chakras below it and 3 chakras above it. So that center chakra is going to help us with balance, right? And so this is where we can experience many physical symptoms. So the Sanskrit name for the heart chakra is Anahata. And so this means unstruck, unhurt, unbeaten. And so that's the kind of energy that we need to go into this season and this month with, that we are unhurt, we are unbeaten, that we are healing, that we are staying open and receptive. Okay. Now, if you have an imbalance or a blocked heart chakra, you might experience chest pain, heart disease, any respiratory issues, possible panic attacks, maybe even depression, insomnia. There's also a possibility to have immune system deficiencies, shoulder and upper back pain as well. And so that's just something to consider. And if you are looking to assist with your chakra balances, I am also a Reiki master. And so I have a Reiki service. I have 4 Reiki services on my website that you can tap into and book a Reiki session, or you can just simply purchase one of the Reiki infused Chiron candles, and it will help you in your day-to-day life with keeping your chakras open and balanced as well. It's really great for meditation, to light that thing while you're in meditation and focus on the chakra that you actually lit the candle for. All right. So Also, I mentioned that we're going to be focusing on the crown chakra this month. So this is the 7th chakra, right? It's the final and primary energy point of our body here. And so this is governing the entirety of our consciousness, including our thoughts, wisdom, and awareness. And so this energy point is basically the liaison between us and the universe or the divine, right? So getting all of it's like the receptors, keeping it open so we can receive the energy, we can receive the insight, and, having the strong intuition that's necessary to make sound decisions, right? So if you have any imbalances or blockages in your crown chakra, you might experience migraines, thyroid issues, hormonal imbalances. There might be some cognitive issues, even neurological disorders are possible. There might be some nerve pain, some psychological issues going on, anxiety, maybe even hair loss. These are things that might, transpire with this, okay? So once again, if you're looking for any help with your chakras, I am that person. Boogie on down to my website. It will be in the description box below, so you can get all the services that you need. All right, so moving on into the month. Now let's talk about the astrology. That's what we're here for, okay? Right. So in Libra rising, this is happening, not this, Mars in Gemini is happening in your 9th house. And so with Mars navigating your 9th house, it might be activating, like a trip, a long distance trip or a travel, a commitment to, planning a trip, maybe even a commitment in a relationship could be coming in, or maybe the ending of a relationship is happening. So you can commit to something that's, more aligned with your path, more aligned with your values. Okay. So that is also something that's happening as well. You could be picking up, like the speed could be picking up, like in school or in education, if you're in school. All right, now Venus enters into Virgo in your 12th house. And so as Venus is in your 12th house, is adding that sense of value in a practical way when it comes to how are you going to be releasing the self-sabotaging behaviors, right? Those types of things. Also just kind of tapping into your own sense of spirituality, your own sense of creativity, right? Venus rules art, but doing so in a practical way. There could be like an ending to some type of money or finances that's happening as well, or you could be receiving money that you've been waiting on from someone else, right? Venus rules your 8th house, which is Taurus. All right, and also rules your 1st house, so it rules your chart ruler, so it's you. It's something coming to you, and also could be something that you're actually implementing. So the full moon happens in Pisces in your 6th house. And so this is a lot to do with your health. There's like some type of situation with your health coming to a head, maybe even coming to an end, with the full moon happening in Pisces, 6th house. It still, the moon is the ruler of Cancer, so that's your 10th house. So it could be a lot of things going on with work. So maybe you're, receiving a raise at work, or receiving more recognition or something of that nature when it comes to the work that you do. Maybe even your influence, right? Your public influence as well. Okay, Mercury stations retrograde in Libra. The sun enters Libra, which is the autumn equinox. The new moon happens also in Libra, and then Venus enters Libra. So this is all happening in your 1st house, right? Since you're a Libra rising, all of this is directly affecting you, right? So lots of Libra focused 1st house energy. So everything is directly happening to you. Mercury is retrograding first in your 1st house and then dips back into your 12th house to wrap up those loose ends about those self-sabotaging behaviors and that inner critic that has been just chirping in your head. So first is going to give you the ability to rebrand yourself, right? So there might be some balance and some missed opportunities that could be coming in from, like, partnerships, or maybe you're going to be reconnecting with an old friend or an old partner or something along those lines. All right. The sun is going to have you focus more so on yourself, right? Really focused on your body and expressing yourself and being more confident. You might feel more social. You might feel more outgoing during this time. The new moon is happening also in your 1st house in Libra. And so this is a time to set new intentions about your career, how you want to show up in the world, your goals, and as well as anything that is standing in your way from achieving those, allowing those things to dissolve. And then you have Venus in Libra also in your 1st house. So you might find yourself feeling out a little bit more, valuing yourself, valuing your body. You might be changing your wardrobe. You might be, really shifting the way that you show up and how you value yourself, right? Also, you might be making a commitment to a trip or to some type of educational pursuit, or maybe even a mentor. Okay.